Hiking. Some people love hiking and some people hate it. Personally, I don't really like it. I don't see the point of walking for miles and miles up and down mountains. You get all sweaty and out of breath. The worst thing is that the next day all your muscles ache. Of course it'll rain, so you'll get soaking wet. If it's sunny, you'll get sunburn. To make things really bad, you might fall over and twist your ankle or get stung by a bee. I have terrible memories of hiking when I was a child. My parents always wanted to get to the top of the mountain, and then the next mountain top and the next. No matter how much we complained, they always said, "It's not far." Never believe anyone who says that, especially someone who loves hiking.
Hello everyone, how are you doing? It is such a great pleasure for me to be back in lesson 21, unit 13, okay? As usual, we will start from the aims of the lesson. First, we have asking about career ambitions, and the second one is talking about career ambitions, okay? So, asking about career ambition is, first of all, career means job, work, okay? Ambition is something that you really work hard to get it, or you really work hard you really work hard in order to achieve it. This is called ambition. For example, my ambition is to travel to the UK. My ambition is to work abroad, okay? And the second one is talking about a career ambitions. For example, I'm telling you, what is your dream job? What is your short-term goal? What is your long-term goal? And you tell me, okay, my short-term goal is blah blah, my long-term goal is blah blah. So today we will talk about job, work, and career, okay? So look at the title of today's lesson. It is my short-term goal is. My short-term goal is to get married. My short-term goal is to buy a laptop. My short-term goal is to study abroad. My short-term goal is to buy a new house, okay? This is all related to short-term goal. Or you can also say, my long-term goal is. My long-term goal is to, by the short-term is the opposite for long-term. My long-term goal is to study my master's degree, right? And so on. Let's move to the vocabulary section, and it says, look at the letter or the letter to a career counselor. Complete the sentences with the words in the box. So this is an email or maybe a letter, okay, to somebody, okay? We have these words in this box and we have to fill the blanks with the words in the box, okay? Career path, as I told you, career means job. Entry level job. Position. Raise. Dream job, okay? And then we have long term. And then we also have promotion, leveling up, okay, level up, promotion, and short term, long term. Seeking career advice, okay, seeking means searching for, looking for, seeking, okay, looking for and searching for, okay. Dear Miss Marcus, currently, I work as a receptionist in a law firm. Law firm is this in Kurdish, okay? By the way, this is the Kurdish version of it, so, okay? So, it's an entry-level job, but I'm learning a lot about the law. And next week, I'm going to interview for a what? For a position as a research assistant. that job comes with a 40% raise in salary. Also, I can get a promotion. I can get a promotion to lead a research assistant. Lead means head research assistant. Lead research assistant after a couple of years. However, that's only my short-term goal. My long-term goal is to go to law school, means law college. My dream job is to work as an attorney. Okay, attorney is a lawyer, but he has been certified by the government, because anyone who has graduated from law department is called lawyer, but attorney is someone who has been certified by the government. This is the difference between attorney and lawyer. Be careful, okay? For a professional sports team, the problem is that I'm not sure if I am on the correct what? Career path. How can I get into sports law specifically? Can you help me? This was the letter, and you can listen to it a number of times, okay? So now let's talk about the part B, okay? Take turns describing your long-term and short-term goals, okay? My short-term goal is to study my master's degree, and my long-term goal is to become a lecturer. Okay, and be careful. There's a difference. There's a difference between a lecturer and a teacher. Teacher is someone who teaches at high school, primary school, maybe nursery or kindergarten, right? But lecturer is someone who teaches students at university. So if you're a teacher at university, you're called lecturer. Okay, lecturer, because we have teacher, assistant teacher, and lecturer. Teacher is someone who teaches at high school and primary school. Assistant teacher is someone who has master's degree, but he cannot write his course study, and he cannot, teach a subject independently. Okay, he's only assistant. But lecturer or teacher at university is someone who can write his own course study, and he can also teach a subject only by himself, alone. Okay, these were the differences between lecturer, teacher, and assistant teacher. Yeah. So tell me about your long-term and short-term goals. Okay, you can say my long-term goal is to go to the UK, or is to go to the Canada, right? Is to study my master's degree, is to study my PhD degree, right? What is your short-term goal and what is your long-term goal? Okay, now we move to the conversation section. As usual, I'm going to be playing the audio track. Listen to it carefully and enjoy it.
Lesson 13. My short-term goal is page 32. Conversation. A. Listen. What kind of job is Juliana going to interview for? What does Dan want to be?
I have an interview tomorrow. I'm a little nervous.
What kind of job are you hoping to get?
Well, I'm interviewing for the position of production assistant, but my long-term goal is to become a film director.
Wow, that's exciting. I didn't know you wanted to work in the movies.
How about you?
I hope to get a job working with people. I'd like to work in the medical field. I want to be a nurse.
You would be a great nurse.
Thank you. Good luck in your interview tomorrow.
Welcome back, everyone. This was the conversation, and now let's move to part C, which is about testing your listening skills. Okay.
Page 32. Conversation. C. Page 32. Conversation. C. Listen. Write the 3 extra sentences you hear in the conversation. Practice the new conversation.
I have an interview tomorrow. I'm a little nervous.
What kind of job are you hoping to get? What's your long-term goal? What kind of job are you hoping to get? What's your long-term goal?
Nervous.
What kind of job are you hoping to get? What's your long-term goal?
What's your long-term goal?
Well, I'm interviewing for the position of production assistant, but my long-term goal is to become a film director. I love movies. But my long-term goal is to become a film director. I love movies.
I love movies.
Wow, that's exciting. I didn't know you wanted to work in the movies.
How about you? What field do you want to get into? How about you? What field do you want to get into? How about you? What field do you want to get into?
What field do you want to get into? Okay, this was the listening section. Now let's move to language booster section. Okay, so what do we have here? It says, notice the different ways we ask and talk about the career ambitions. So in the blue column here, we have asking about career ambitions. Okay, so for example, what are your career plans? Well, my career plans is to change my job. My career plans are to find another job. My career plans are to stay in this company because I feel satisfied and I'm happy in this company. Okay? Or you can talk about your short-term and long-term goal. My long-term goal is to become a film director. By the way, director and director, they are both correct. Director is for the American accent, but in the British accent, it is director. Director, okay? But in the American accent, we say director, okay? So, my long-term goal is to become a doctor. My long-term goal is to become an engineer, okay? Becoming an engineer is one of my long-term goals. Becoming a doctor is one of my long-term goals, okay? Next. What field would you like to get into? It means in future, what would you like to become? Okay, you can say, I'd like to work in the medical field. I'd like to work in the law field. Or I'd like to work in the engineering field. I'd like to work in the administration field. Okay, I'd like to work in the economy field. I'd like to work in the education field. Okay. Next. What kind of job are you hoping to get? Well, I hope to get a job as a doctor. I hope to get a job as a technician. I hope to get a job as an IT technician. I hope to get a job as a petroleum engineer. Okay, or you can say my short-term goal is to study my master's degree. My short-term goal is to get graduated. My short-term goal is to change my job. My short-term goal is to get married. My short-term goal is to have 2 children. Okay, next. What's your dream job? What is your dream job? Well, my dream job is to become a director, or to become an instructor, or to become a teacher, or to become a doctor, plumber, anything, right? Okay, I hope to get a job in the education field, right? As it is written here. Next, we have part B. Ask and answer questions about your career goals using your own ideas. What field would you like to get into? I'd like to work in the education field. What kind of job are you hoping to get? Okay, I'd like to work in the medical field. I'd like to work in the engineering field. I'd like to work in the IT field. I'd like to work in the administration field. Okay, anything, okay. Let's talk about the pronunciation section here we have, okay. It is called adjective stress. So whenever you have a word to describe a noun, you know that's called adjective, you stress out the adjective and you leave the noun unstressed. How? For example, the first one you have is dream job. You're gonna pronounce it like a dream job. You say you are pronouncing the dream fully, okay, clearly. Dream job. But job is not clear. You don't say job. No, you say job. Part-time job. Long-term goal. You are only stressing the long-term. Entry-level job. Short-term goal. Graduate school. Graduate school. See? Graduate school. You are pronouncing the bold words here. Okay? Now, let's move to part B. It says, take turns asking and answering the questions below. Pay attention to adjective stress and the compound nouns. So, would you take a job even if it's not your part of your long-term goal? Well, I can say yes in case I'm jobless, I don't have any jobs, and I really need money to buy something, or to get married, or to buy a car, or to travel. Then of course I would get a job even if it's not my long or short-term goal, because I'm in need for a job. So my answer is yes. Next. Would you take an entry-level job in the field that you are interested in? Well, my answer for this is also yes. You know why? Because after graduation, then I'm jobless, and in order to get some experience, then of course I have to work in an entry-level job to gain some experience, and then of course I have two options: either changing my job for better salary, better allowances, and for a better company, okay, or I would ask my own company to give me promotion and level up my position. So my answer is yes. Speak with confidence section. By the way, you can write more examples in your notebook. I'm just giving you my, the idea of it. Dream job. My short-term goal and my long-term goal. My short-term goal is to visit the UK. You can say visit UK. You have to say visit the UK. And my long-term goal is to get married. My short-term goal is to get graduated. And my long-term goal is to find a job. Okay? What field would you like to get into? My short-term goal is to get a job at bakery. Okay? My long-term goal is to open my own bakery. Bakery is the place where they make sweets and bread. So let's move to the conversation section, where we will be having a conversation face-to-face. Okay, are you ready? Let's start. Welcome back, everyone. And if you're ready, we're going to be having a conversation together face-to-face. Okay, are we ready? Okay. So I'm going to be asking you questions and you answer. Okay. So tell me, what is your short-term goal? And what is your long-term goal? What type of job would you like to have in the future? Do you prefer to work in the field that you like or the one that has a better salary? Which one do you prefer? A job that you like or a job that has a better salary? Thanks a lot and have a great time. Bye-bye.